It's a disgusting little ball. Maybe that should be Samantha. It represents how fat
It's
she is.
perfect for
I'm
Samantha.
gonna be in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Whoever
So
comes
basically,
near
let me
the
explain the
fridge will see
characters here.
my
This is a
left.
big mess. This right here is, let's actually start with Mr. Durbingston here. Here's Mr. Durbingston. This is the beautiful Mr. Durbingston, the one and only. Call him Derby,
Beloved
call him Derp.
Durbingston.
We can call him whatever we want, as long as it
I
has
got
Derp in his name.
more.
And then we have Mr. Durbingston. He is a beautiful royal in this big kingdom, and he's about to become a king. He's a prince in a full, like, golden outfit. He has his mom, his dad, everything's going great for him. And then he realizes he's going to be forced to marry this fat girl named Samantha. And he doesn't like Samantha. Samantha's fat. And he does not like her. She's in a bad family. So he goes over here and he's like, I'm gonna have a secret affair with another kingdom's son, Charlie. Charlie over here is a British boy. He's kind of a nerd, low-key. Kind of meh, but we love Charlie anyways. So basically, how do I explain this? They get together, they start like secretly hiding out together, and then he decides, this is too boring. He sneaks out one day for a little long stroll, and Ray over here, this is a bad representation. She used to be the hot dog. I don't know where it went. Anyways, Ray, he finds Ray. He went in this whole rock star phase when he was younger, and now he's in his emo phase, but he finds Ray, and he's like, this is a rock star girl. She knows real music. She knows me. And they start hanging out more and more and more, and he gets a big fat crush on her while still trying to, like, work out with Charlie. And he goes to confess to Ray one day, like, we're gonna run away. We're gonna live together. We're gonna be finally free. And then Ray's like, you're not my type. I low-key don't like men. And then he's like, what? You can't just betray me. But this whole thing happens after Charlie sees them holding hands underneath the balcony one night, when they're supposed to be going on a date. So this is sad. Charlie's like, so sad. He doesn't know what to do. So he tells his parents about everything except for their gay affair. And his parents tell Mr. Durbingston's parents. And this enrages Samantha. Samantha's still fat. She needs to lose some weight. This enrages her and her parents and all that. They're all mad at each other, so they get really high standards rates. And they start, like, low-key in prison at this point. Mr. Durbingston's like, I can't do this anymore, bro. Please, let me out of here. And they start becoming really depressed. He's specifically depressed because, girl, he just got rejected. And then his boyfriend just left him like that. Jesus, I would be sad, too. Anyways, Mr. Durbingston is, like, full-blown, like, sobbing every night, etc., etc. But Charlie's also misses him, bro. Like, he's like, wait, I really, really liked him. And he starts reflecting on himself, and he's like, I liked him a lot, and I think he liked me too. I just think it was a misunderstanding. And then a war breaks out. Worst thing to happen, a war breaks out. Their two kingdoms have to bind together to fight this other force. And this other force is one that we don't know what to call it. It's the Smithingtons, right? I figured out that name a while ago. These two are forced in two separate rooms, but they're right next to each other, and they have a balcony connecting. And they meet out on the balcony on the first night by accident, and they kiss, and they're like, hey, I really miss you, blah, 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 blah. And then they overhear something in the forest, in the bushes. They hear people talking. Samantha and her kingdom are binded up with the Smithingtons, and they're about to full-blown war break out, like, fully invade the castle that they're both supposed to stay in. And, like, heck no, we're not doing that. We're gonna run away. And they gather up all their stuff that they need, and they jump down whenever they're gone, and they run into the forest. And in the forest, sadly, their path to get to wherever they're going has to cross by Ray's meeting place that Ray's always at. And Mr. Durbingston doesn't know this yet. But whenever he goes there, he finds Ray and Samantha kissing and being all lovey-dovey and holding hands. And it's just like, jeez, I knew you weren't into men like me, but, like, really, you go for Samantha? She needs to lose weight, guys. And they're like, you know what? This is fine. This is gay panic. Let's run away together. This is all going out to hell. Like, we need to run. And they all team up, and they all start running through the forest. Like, they need to get out of here. They find this unclaimed land, and there's no kingdom here or anything. And they decide, hey, we need to like have somewhere to live. Let's build a cabin here. Let's build cabins together. They all build up a cabin. They start living their life. They actually start healing. These two get married, which is really beautiful. I love that. I spent years there. These two are about to get married, right? And Samantha's been planning this for a while. She's really excited to propose to Ray. And then both Samantha, Charlie, and Derpingston's parents, and a small army, a few people that are really good, soldiers, attack and invade their little small house, and they get in a really big fight. Charlie is left injured, and Ray is not gonna survive. I mean, she's on the brink of death. So Samantha, planning to propose to Ray a while ago, but couldn't get the like genuine mental capacity to do it, so she lost weight, by the way. That's actually really good. Good job, Samantha. Good job for losing weight. Pat, good job. Anyways, she proposes to Ray, and one last final thing.
It's
like,
about time
hey,
she
I
lost
really love you, Ray.
weight.
Blah, 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 blah. Here,
Please.
please, like, I want to marry you, blah, blah, blah. So basically, they get married, and then Ray dies. And then, after this, we figure out, whenever they're walking through the forest, we figure out Charlie is actually pregnant. Which is major shock. Charlie's pregnant. And Mr. Derpingston is the father, and he goes in this full panic. He's like, what do I do? What do I do? What if he doesn't accept me? Blah, blah, blah. He goes behind the tree, and Samantha figures out, because she's like, bro, what has got you so worked up? Blah, blah, blah. They all tell, it's like, this will be fine. We'll just tell him, and he'll be so supporting. And then Mr. Derpingston, processing the loss of someone who's like a sister to him, is like full emo depressed phase. Mr. Derpingston's like, okay, what is going on? Everything's chaos. And Charlie goes over and tells him, like, hey, you're gonna be a father of a child. I'm pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And Mr. Derpingston's like, I need a moment to process this. Like, I can't be the father right now. I can't do this right now. So he goes out and he processes by this nice river and a waterfall. I'm about to fall off my bed. Nice river and a waterfall. Like, it's really nice. It's beautiful. Everything's like perfect. He just sits there for a little while and he's like, I was a jerk. I need time and space. I get that, but I was a jerk. I need to be the father. I need to step up and man up. So he goes to Charlie and he takes him stargazing at the same waterfall area during the nighttime. He's like, hey, I'm really sorry about being a jerk. I need to be the father. I'm stepping up right now. I love you a lot, blah, blah, blah. I know we're married. I can't wait to be a father, etc., etc. And Samantha's over here just like watching. It's like so sad, but like also like bittersweet happiness. Hold on, I need to grab a charger because if I don't, then my headset's gonna die, and Mr. Derpingston lore is way too good for this. Anyways, Samantha's like watching, sad.
You see what
like,
I mean?
Oh
you
my
see
God.
how invested I was in this?
Samantha's like sad. Samantha's sad because she's like, hey, I can't do this with Ray like I always wanted to. I wanted to have a child with Ray. I wanted to be there with her and like hold her through the night, etc., etc. But she's like, I'm really happy for them still. I'm so glad, blah, blah, blah. They all go to sleep that night, really feeling happy. These two are like cuddled up next to each other. This one's like slightly moving off because he's a sleeper that's like rolls around a lot. That's just Charlie Core. This guy just full on rock stars in his sleep. Samantha's like fat, so she can't move around. Anyways, basically, what? That's my forever joke. They're all nice. And then one thing I forgot to mention is Samantha's mom was watching the whole interaction. And Samantha's mom is the evilest person there is. She's the one that set up the whole date between them because she wanted the superpowers that Mr. Derpingston secretly had. He had superpowers. And the whole reason he wanted to get them married. Yo, back off, girl. You're too fat for this. Anyways. So, she goes in the middle of the night and she sabotages. She stabs Charlie right through the stomach. His baby won't survive. But he might. So, this guy wakes up at the screams of the dam, like, Jesus Christ, it's right next to me, what is going on? He looks over, Mr. Derpingston looks over and he realizes, oh my God, he's bleeding, help, help, help. Samantha and they all rush, like, help him. Samantha's mom is already out by then. I don't know how she got out. Yo, low-key, where'd she go? Anyways, they gotta save him, and they realize we not a bandage up, and then halfway through he realizes, my child's not gonna survive this. It's not even fully born yet, like, it's not even fully, like, created. Like, this is not gonna happen. I'm so sad right now. He didn't even have a belly, bro. He wasn't even a few months in. That's sad. Imagine losing your baby. Like, suck it up, Charlie. Anyways, Charlie's sad, they're crying, they're depressed, like, Jesus, what are you doing with your life? Get a better, anyways, sorry, I'm, like, zoning out slightly. Anyways, Charlie is, like, bandaged up, they gotta go, though, because, like, if Samantha's mom found out where they are, that means they're close behind the rest of the parents. So they get bandaged up, they start limping over, they start going, they have to get somewhere else. There's no unclaimed lands around, though, and there's no way to get out. So what will they do? But instead of that, they find a kingdom. Yo, back off, man. Back off. Jesus. I know my hands are, like, glitchy. But they find
So all
a
those
kingdom
plushies are,
that
like,
has
plotting against
not...
you.
They're plotted against my finger-tracked hands. Anyways, they find this kingdom that's unidentified. Like, there's no way to find this kingdom unless you stumble upon it. What is going on here? And they go in and they ask for help. They beg for help. Like, hey, can you please help us? Everything that's happened. They explain the info dump, and then they realize something, and the parents realize something. The kingdom rulers, whatever you want to call them. They're like, Ray? As in my daughter Ray? As in our one and only lost child? Yeah, basically Ray was a lost daughter to this kingdom that no one knew about, and she got stolen as a baby, and then she got lost and all that stuff, and everything happened. She led somehow into Mr. Derpingston's little small civilization near his kingdom. I don't know how that happened. Get away from me, fat Samantha. Basically, they figure out that she's dead, and they're, like, devastated, but, like, I'll help you no matter what. Everything will be okay. They start, like, there's a lot of war going on, so they get prepared. They start, like, getting ready, going through all of it. Samantha meets a girl in the hallway when she's, like, low-key chilling out. She's, like, walking down the hallway. She's like, oh my god, who is this? As she bumps into someone. Look-key, Samantha, you're a bit too fat for the hallway. Sorry. This someone is Bella. Bella looks a lot like Ray, just a bit slow, like, a bit shorter. She's her younger sister, and she is more preppy. She's way less rock star than Ray. But she's also really nice, and they, like, talk for a little while. They talk about Ray and all that stuff. And then, time skip a little bit. They have a few nights. And then war breaks out in the kingdom. God damn, the screams of the damned are everywhere. Everything's going on at once. Samantha's mom, they figure out Samantha's mom is evil and everyone turns on Samantha's mom, but then Samantha's mom somehow gets powers and becomes this almighty god, and this is, like, terrible. Like, how do you get this much power? How do you do this? Basically, after this, Mr. Derpingston, holy, I had to remember the name, that's how good this lore was. Mr. Derpingston has to use all of his powers to defeat Samantha's mom. Everything goes to hell. Everything finally gets fixed. They're finally free. And everything is starting to look up slightly. I mean, they're all traumatized to death. Like, what are you gonna do in this life anymore? But they finally find a place on the outskirts of the town, or the Royal Kingdom, whatever you want to call it, Ray was in, and they start to settle into a cabin, these two. And they decide, hey, we want babies again. Like, I want a child. They try for a baby, and they get it, right? And they're living through their life. They're happy. They're about to go through. Everything's going right. We're not going to talk about Samantha. She's too fat for this. They're happy. They're kissing. And too fat for anything, Samantha. You're taking up the whole damn story, bro. Get your fat ass out of here. Oh, I did not mean to cuss in this lobby. Anyways, that was a slip up. Gert? Why did I call him Gert? Why did I call him Gert? Mr. Derpingston, you were getting me to...
Derpingston.
Yeah, he looks like a Gert, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, it could be.
Yo, that's why your whole family's dead. Sorry. That's a little job.
Derp the Gur.
Derp, Gert the Derp. The Derp the Gert. Anyways, Mr. Derpingston is, like, fully locked. Like, he's, like, locked in. He's having a whole family. He's happy. And then one night he just wakes up to his husband, Charlie, crying because they just had a miscarriage. Yeah. And they start realizing maybe babies aren't for them. That's, like, so sad. They're crying. They get over it slightly. They start, like, going into different activities for them. And then they find a child. Not a dead, bro. What? How do I reach for him? Reach for the stars. That thing right there. This is like an improv, like, whatever. I don't really care about him that much. Anyways, his name is Billy Bob, right? And they find him on the side. They're like, hey, maybe we do have a chance. And they take him in, and they help him, and they clean him up, and he starts living with them, and they become a big, happy family. Everything's looking up. Everyone's going, like, great. There's a few nightmares from Billy Bob, but everything's okay. They're having a great time. Billy Bob grows up to be 13 years old, and what else could happen in the world that could make anything worse? I mean, what can go wrong? What can go wrong in this place? Yeah, so basically, not Gert. Why do I keep calling him Gert? Jesus, Derp. Derp and Gert sound similar, okay? Sorry. Mr.
Derpington.
Derpingston. Mr. Derpingston. He goes
Derpingston
out to go grab some stuff, and he goes out to grab some stuff. He's about to get a gift for his husband and his son. He's gonna get them some good stuff. He's gonna get them the bling bling, and he comes back to his whole house engulfed in flames. Simple thing. And he sees his husband crawling out of the house, screaming, crying that his son is dead, and boom, chicka boom, the log from the roof just slams straight down to his husband, murdering him in cold blood. His whole head goes splatooey. He's dead, and he just watches in horror. In pure pain. He doesn't know what to do with his life anymore. He watches the whole fire until it goes out. He just stands there in pain because everyone he loves is dead. I mean, Samantha's too fat. He doesn't love her. And Bella and Samantha ran away to another kingdom.
Absolute
I don't know where
tragedy.
they're going. He just stares there, and he doesn't know what to do with his life. So he goes, and he journeys back to his hometown, into this lovely town that's on the side of his hometown, right? So it's near his hometown. And he just finds a daycare. And he's like, maybe I can work with kids. Maybe I can get over this trauma. Maybe this will be okay. He goes into the daycare, and everything seems okay. And then he goes in, and he gets turned into a plushie. And then that's how Gert came here today.
Doesn't it? It all makes sense. It all makes sense now.
It took 20 minutes to describe that all, and that's not even full detail.
Honestly, it wasn't in full detail. She only took like 5 more minutes to fucking just recap.
I do, but all my YouTube has like old stuff on it, and low key is cringe. So I'm probably not
What's
gonna.
your channel?
No, I low key suck. I don't have any storage on my phone, so I don't really have anything.
Can I know your channel so I can like and subscribe?
Yeah, but look, yeah, I need a